there's no shame in being working class in that country. If you find yourself mocking people who are struggling to survive financially, well, you're nothing but a sycophant for the system that is making them have to struggle, that's making them suffer. You know, I see people online using this word brokies like an insult, brokies, meaning basically that if you're a brokey, then that means that you are from approximately the 85% of all the American population who do not have a six-figure income. In other words, you're like everybody else. Using the same language and having the same mentality of your class oppressors and using that language and that mentality against each other, why, it's sick. If you're broke, it's because your economic system is designed to break you. Look at the language that they use. Get ahead. That's what you're struggling to do, right? You're struggling to get ahead. Get ahead of who? Get ahead of everyone else who's struggling just like you? You see how they pit you against each other? Wallahi, as long as they've got you like this, as long as you act like this, as long as you think like this, you're never going to do anything but get devoured by the people who are making you think like this. That's why I keep saying you need to build sufficiency. That's the opposite of isolation. They've got you in isolation. But I'm talking about both individual and collective sufficiency, functional autonomy. This is your only chance. This is your only option. So yes, average American people will ask me. I get these comments, like I started to say, people who do not have the option to get out of that society. It's not feasible, it's not viable for them. And the answer is this. Or anyway, part of the answer is this: community sovereignty. You need to work on community sovereignty, community autonomy. I told you before, look at how the system trains you to be, okay? Look at how they train you to be and train yourself to be the opposite. So they trained you to be isolated. They trained you to compete. They trained you to see your fellow citizens as rivals or as potential resources that you can scam and that you can exploit. So you need to train yourself to build connections, to cooperate, to share, and to uplift one another. These aren't just platitudes. I know it sounds like platitudes, but I'm talking about practical realities. I'm talking about lifestyles. I'm talking about choices. I'm talking about ways of doing things. You're being trained right now to accept scarcity, to be used to scarcity in a so-called land of abundance. Self-isolation in neighborhoods that are full of people who are going through the exact same thing that you are. Anxiety in a country, financial anxiety in a country that has the resources that could literally feed continents. You're not weak. You're just oblivious to your own power. But that innate power is buried under programming and indoctrination and ideologies, and you have to extricate yourself from all of that.